When it comes to sales, you want to get to a yes or a no. I mean, I'm talking to you.
Right?
Doesn't get any better
You're on
than
the
this.
9-5 podcast.
Yes. It's all led to this, man.
This exact moment right
This
here.
moment. Oh, we
Love
did
it. I love it. So how was that getting into sales? Was it tough to, I guess, change your mindset on there? You went from teaching to now selling. That's pretty dramatic change.
Very, very dramatic. The thing I think that helped me the most was being an athlete, because when it comes to sales, you want to get to a yes or a no, right? And so the whole goal is to get to a no. Obviously, the yeses are going to come or whatever, but the sooner you get to a no, when someone says no, the better, because then you don't have to email them, you don't have to call, you don't have to tweet, you don't have to DM, you don't have to bother with them because you're like, bam, they're gone. So getting to the no is huge. And I'm a little relentless. And, I even had a guy once just like, stop calling me. I'm like, well, then just say no. And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay, I'll never call you again. Bam. I'm going to give you one more since you're looking for salesy things. Silence, believe it or not, actually works really well. And that's another radio trick that Kate will also back me up on, is that you learn with silence that it's a huge weapon, because one, people don't like silence. So when I'm on a demo, if I'm silent, they're going to start filling because they're going to feel uncomfortable. And then they're going to give me something that I can bounce off of, that I can use. I can be like, oh, I didn't realize that was a pain point. Do you know that we do A, B, C, D? Oh, look at that. And that happens all the time. And in radio, it's, oh my God, it's brilliant, because when you're listening to the radio station, if you hear quiet, what's the first thing you think of? Oh my God, are they off the air? The next thing I say after a little bit longer break of silence, dude, you're going to hear what I'm going to say, because you're like, oh, the radio's quiet. And then bam, you get to, say whatever you want to say. A lot of times in Next, that's what I end up doing, where you already know that my last sentence is coming up and I'm going to be quiet and the music's going to be starting. And then, I'll be like, I might be talking about a band from, the other coast and how their, the sound has changed a little to indie pop. And pretty soon we're going to be getting to this next band. But first, and so with that little extra pause, people are like, yeah. And, there's something to be said about just using a little bit of silence that is cool. I do that at parties too, to see if people are cool enough to hang, where I leave a little silence there, and I'm sure they think I'm weird as hell. But man, when someone can sit at a party with me or at a bar and just be quiet for half a moment, dude, I'm hanging out with this guy. I like this guy.